Hey everyone, I have a quick 10-minute workout today that is focused on hamstrings. All you're going to need is a mat, so roll it out and let's get started. You're going to want to start seated on your mat and slowly roll down to the floor. Bring your feet hip width apart and plant them on the floor. Now bring your right leg up and point the toe and stretch it out, pulling the leg towards you gently. Now the first exercise we're going to do is just dropping this leg up and down, pointing the toe at the top and flexing at the bottom. So let's go. We're here for 20. Now really activate this leg. And plant your back, your lower back into the floor, and make sure you don't hit anything around you like a small child or a pet. Just 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the next exercise, we're going to stay here with that right leg lifted, and we're just going to lift the hips up in the air. So keep that left foot planted into the floor and point that toe up to the ceiling. It may help to have your arms on either side of you instead of behind your head for this one. And work on getting the hips as high as you can with every lift. You should be feeling this by now. Keep going. Three, 2, and 1. So the next exercise, we're going to keep the hips lifted and the right leg pointed towards the ceiling. And we're going to continue dropping the right leg, flexing the foot at the bottom and pointing at the top. Really activate the glutes here. I know this probably hurts. You're really feeling it, but just keep going. We're about to switch sides. Three, 2, and 1. Great job. Now just let the hips drop. And we're going to switch sides. So extend your left leg up in the air, toe pointed. And we're going to stretch this leg out first. So get ready. Point and flex. So again, same thing on this side. We're going to drop that foot, flexing and pointing at the top. So get ready. Let's go. Keep that lower back planted firmly into the floor. Activate the core while you lift this leg up and down, point at the top and flex at the bottom. Again, you can have your arms at your sides or behind your head. For 3, 2, and 1. So next exercise, we're gonna lift the hips up and down while having the left leg extended and that toe pointed. I know you're probably feeling it in your right leg too because you've already worked that leg, but just keep going. You've got this. It's gonna feel so good after you're finished. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So next up, we are going to keep the hips lifted and drop that leg, flexing the foot at the bottom and pointing at the top. And don't forget to keep the hips lifted. We have a tendency to let them drop here. You are almost done. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring both legs up in the air, toes pointed, and stretch the back of the legs. Now we're going to do straight leg switches. Keep both legs extended, toes pointed, and we're going to switch in the air. Lift the chest off the floor and let's go. And remember to breathe. It's so important to breathe through these exercises. Now with every switch, bring the leg towards your chest and get a good stretch in the back of the leg. Great job. Now just lay on your back and the knees tucked in and just roll back and forth. Now we're going to roll forward and come into a plank. Stay here for a second. Suck in the stomach, really use it to support you. Hands underneath your shoulders. And for the next exercise, we're going to bring each knee to each elbow. So right knee comes to right elbow and left knee comes to left elbow. Now stretch it back into downward facing dog. Breathe just a second. Now we're going to come into a dolphin pose onto our elbows. Now we're going to lift the right leg into the air, toes pointed, just for 10 counts. Three, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we're going to switch to the left, doing that same exercise. Toe pointed up in the air with each extension. Let's go. Three, 2, and 1. Now come down and spread your knees apart and just come into a child's pose for just a second. We're moving on to our last exercise. All right. Now coming to your hands and knees, a tabletop position. Extend your right leg, toe pointed to the right side of the mat, and we're going to do a rainbow to each side, each corner of the back of the mat. It doesn't matter how high you lift the leg here. Just make sure that your core is tucked in to stabilize you and you're not arching the lower back too much. Now let's switch sides, extending the left foot to the left corner of the mat and doing that rainbow to the other side. You're almost done. Remember, don't overextend that lower back and just flop the leg from either side. Really control this movement. Good job. You are completely done. Let's go into a downward facing dog to stretch out those hamstrings because you've worked them hard today. That is all for this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.